So Jimmy Kimmel, who recently admitted that he lost half his audience when he decided to go completely woke.
I have lost half of my fan, maybe more than.
I'm here with Mike McDonald, who is got his own show now called The Republic Courier. Mike, I hope that show takes off like a rocket.
So do I.
And speaking of rockets, Mike, do you know that there's a quarterback from the NFL named Aaron Rodgers who throws the ball like a rocket?
Yes. Yes, quite the player.
He's been throwing a few rockets not of the football kind, though. He's been throwing rockets at Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. The most deserving of rocket receivers ever.
Which is why I don't normally title episodes, but I titled this one "Kimmel Enlists" because Aaron Rodgers made the assertion that Jimmy Kimmel was on that famous or infamous Jeffrey Epstein list.
Well, I heard that, and he made a very, very mild inference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think
and Kimmel absolutely lost his mind.
It appears that Jimmy Kimmel Enlists has a very, very close friend who was Jeffrey Epstein's personal chef.
Yes. Well, didn't the personal chef work for Jimmy Kimmel?
Apparently, they were really close friends. I don't know how close. I don't know what the arrangement was.
No, I think Kimmel helped him launch his restaurant. And then, a few moments later, he got busted. I mean,
a few moments later. Anyway, so I'm curious to see what the legacy media, how they're trying to spin this, because, they're always going to go to bat for somebody like Jimmy Kimmel. They're always going to have an axe to grind with somebody like Aaron Rodgers.
Of course.
Because
conspiracy theory.
It's always a conspiracy theory. That guy's a conspiracy theory. He's an Alex Jones acolyte. No, it's just that you guys are full of crap, and everybody knows it. CBS. The headline reads, Mike, Jimmy Kimmel rips Aaron Rodgers after claimed about Jeffrey Epstein link. Let me tell you something. Aaron Rodgers, I think, is probably around the same age as Jimmy Kimmel. If those two got into a cage match, I got my money on Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, I could beat Kimmel.
And Jimmy Kimmel is
and I'm a wimp.
Pussy. Puss. Absolute puss.
Puss king.
All right, let's see what the
oh, God, there's Bill Clinton.
There's Clinton. Those guys, no wonder those guys were pedos, man.
Wait, who's the guy? Is that Prince Andrew on the right?
Yeah, that was Prince Andrew. Like, those guys, they even look like pedos, man. God. All right.
Well, there's a certain look.
Jimmy Kimmel slammed Aaron Rodgers after the New York Jets quarterback claimed the late-night host was potentially connected to the names on Jeffrey Epstein's alleged associates on Tuesday, Mike. Hundreds of documents containing names of people connected to Epstein were made public late Wednesday, and Kimmel's name wasn't in the released documents. So is this egg on Aaron Rodgers' face, Mike? That's my question to you.
Not necessarily. There is a name still redacted in the documents. We don't know who it is, but I highly doubt it's Kimmel's name simply because Kimmel just doesn't have that kind of power to keep his name redacted in those documents.
Gotcha. I mean, unless he's a CIA agent, Mike, that's very possible.
Well,
you know what Alex
I wouldn't say that it is, but I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility.
Alex Jones would say. Let's continue with this. What did Rodgers say exactly? Let's find out. While discussing the impending release of the list of Epstein's alleged victims and associates, Rodgers speculated during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show on Tuesday that a lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are hoping it doesn't come out. If the list comes out, I will definitely be popping some sort of bottle, he added. So I think the insinuation was, Mike, that Jimmy Kimmel, or he made some comment, I think the article will get to it, that Jimmy Kimmel's name would be on it. And, of course, Jimmy Kimmel lost his mind, whatever was left of it.
And the thing is, had Jimmy Kimmel not responded, there would be no confirmation that he was the one being really inferred because it was such a light reference. This is another example of the Barbra Streisand effect, okay?
Okay, hold on a second. We'll see. Let's take a step for a second, Mike. What happened was this. It's like Jimmy Kimmel then threatened Aaron Rodgers, said, I'm going to take you to court for defamation, which Aaron Rodgers said, do it. I'll take you to court for defamation for all that crap you said about me during the COVID years, blah, blah, blah. So those two were just out of battle of words. But Pat McAfee was like caught in the middle of it because I believe that CBS owns
Yes.
ESPN
Yes.
and also owns Jimmy Kimmel's late night show. So they forced Pat McAfee to apologize. But they couldn't force Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers was going to stick the middle finger as they you, Jimmy Kimmel. Pretty much, you know what I mean? All right, let's continue to see what else this thing has to say. Continue reading. In response, Kimmel called out Rodgers on social media and appeared to threaten legal action hours later, as I pointed out. For the record, I have not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein, nor will you find my name on any list other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality, Kimmel said on X. You reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up and we will debate the facts further in court. Boy, Jimmy Kimmel.
Calm down, Skippy. Calm down, Jimmy. Now, and this is to Mr. Kimmel. The term is smooth brain, not soft brain. Okay? Smooth brain. Like the one you and your fans have.
I think he was trying to insinuate something about that, you know, when football players get concussions type thing. That's what I think he meant.
Maybe.
I mean,
smooth brain is much more universal.
Smooth brain. I don't know if Jimmy Kimmel is smooth about anything. Jimmy Kimmel is probably as smooth as a box of rocks, you know?
Yeah, but rocks are useful, and you cannot insult rocks because you can build stuff with rocks.
And no insult to the box of rocks, but he's about as useful as that too. All right, Rodgers, who played less than a handful of snaps for the Jets this season before an Achilles injury, has yet to respond. Meanwhile, McAfee tried to diffuse the conflict between the two during his show on Wednesday. I can see exactly why Jimmy Kimmel felt the way he felt, especially with his position. He said, "What position is that?" When he's bent over. But I think Aaron was just trying to talk S. Now, did it go too far? A lot of people, Jimmy Kimmel certainly said that it was the case. Well, you know, who is Jimmy Kimmel to say anything is going too far? Come on. I think the fact that he even still has a show is point right there. Does
anybody actually watch? Does anybody? I mean, you look at his history with the Man Show and the by today's standards, holy crap, man! You know, girls on trampolines. Remember that one?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel.
He's a disgustoid, pure and simple.
I think if you look up the word hack, it would say, yeah, this word is not deep or strong enough for Jimmy Kimmel. That's what the word hack would say.
But would that be a picture next to John Legend?
Yes, John Legend would say, John Legend is definitely, see this guy right here? He's a hack. This guy right here, hack is not good enough of a word for him. All right. We apologize for being part of it, he added. The back and forth between the TV host and starting quarterback goes back to 2021 when Kimmel criticized Rodgers for refusing to take the COVID.
What business is it of Jimmy Kimmel's what Aaron Rodgers medications it takes? You know?
Jimmy Kimmel's such an idiot. After the then Green Bay Packers signal called misled the public by saying he was immunized against the virus. Well, I mean, we never heard him getting sick. So, at last year, Kimmel poked fun of Rodgers after he suggested on the Pat McAfee show that the increased discussion over UFO sightings could be a distraction from Epstein's client list. Well, he's not wrong there.
No.
Look, Kimmel, if you don't agree with the guy, that's one thing. I mean, the guy has a right to say whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, just like Jimmy does.
You have a right to say, you know, all the idiotic nonsense that you say too, and we'll all just look at you and say you're a complete idiot, fool.
Well, I mean, when Kimmel was when Kimmel was calling for denial of emergency services for non-vaccinated people, that's like so below the belt. And any empathy that I had for Kimmel and his career, not that I had any, but let's pretend that I did, evaporated the minute he says they should just be left to die. They made their bed of their choices. They chose not to get jabbed by Stephen Colbert and his gang of needleheads.
Man, they will never live that down, will they? Don't forget to check out my friend Mike's other show on Rumble. It's called The Republic Courier. It is a fantastic show. Mike gets to get all the glory all by himself. No chime-ins from the peanut gallery from me or anyone else. And he just rattles.
Yeah, but I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be a guest host on your show, brother.
Mike will remain a fixture on the Curiosities program. Mike, I'm glad you're in it for the long haul.
Yes.
Hopefully we earned your like. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel over there. Are you going to move over to YouTube with this?
I don't expect to. I mean, I'll mirror uploads on YouTube, but it's not going to be my primary host. And the reason why is I encourage everyone to embrace new tech because, you know, Rumble with its current shortcomings, which I think are few, they're going to be a really good alternative to YouTube, especially when you want to get information that's not filtered through the YouTube biases.
On that note, Mike, we will drop that right there. Everyone, please, thank you again for hanging out with us. Don't forget to check out Mike on Rumble. Until next time, Mike, God bless.
Peace.
New Kingdom Radio Theater.